Okay. Everybody, J.M. Manion here at the MPC Photo Gym. And here for the very first time doing her road to the Pittsburgh Pro is IFBB Bikini Pro.
Maria Acosta.
How you doing, Maria?
Really good. I'm excited to be here today. And I'm good.
Okay, first time doing Pittsburgh Pro.
Yes, first time doing Pittsburgh Pro. I'm excited. I can't wait to hit that stage in 4 weeks almost. Yes.
You know the exact days and hours. Don't lie.
4 weeks.
No, Pittsburgh's been very good to you. This is where you got your pro card.
Yes, I won my pro card in Pittsburgh in 2021, North America. It was a pleasure to be won my pro card that day. We are almost 700 bikinis that day. We are a lot of bikinis.
Yeah, that was a crazy contest.
Yeah, I remember. I remember going to the pre-judging. I think almost 2:30 p.m. and it's pre-judging start at 8. And we are almost wellness and bikini, and I think women's physique that day.
Yeah.
There. Yeah. And I was so pleasure to be in that show that day because I lost my overall for a point between like the 700 girls. That was okay, Maria. It's a good time for you.
How many were in your class, do you think? Do you remember?
I think we are almost 30 something. But I do the North Americans in 2022, and I got first call out. That's my first North American. In that day, I remember we are 58 something. We are a lot of girls.
That's just a normal, regular contest.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, a lot of girls. And you know what? I was class A, the most short girl. I have a lot.
Really? You're class A? I thought you're at least C or D. I mean, I don't know. I got to get glasses or something.
Yeah, it was so funny, but it's so always I'm the most smaller at the class A too. So, but the class A is one of the most competitive class sometimes. Because we are sure we look more, fullness and everything. Yeah.
Well, how tall are you since you brought it up?
I'm 4'11" and a half. And sometimes I'm 5, but I think I'm 4'11" and a half.
I keep telling people 5.
Yeah, 5.
IFBB probably says I'm 5, so I don't want to hear what you say.
Yes, probably 5.
All right, so Maria, what got you into weight training?
Sorry?
What got you into weight training? Why did you start lifting weights?
Okay, it's a really funny history. I started with my dream of bodybuilding when I was 11 years old. I remember we are in the mall with my dad, and I see a couple bodybuildings there. And when I see that people in my eyes, I think, 10 years old, 11 years old, something. Oh my God, that people is superhero for me at that time. And I was like, I want to look like that when I was big. I want to be a bodybuilding. And I remember in that time, bodybuilding is not famous, especially because I am from Venezuela. Bodybuilding was not the same as America. And my mom, no, I was ballet. Okay. I do ballet for all my life. My mom say, no, Maria, that's not for you. Actually, I play tennis too. I do for a military something. And my mom, no, Maria, that's not for you. You are ballerina and everything. No, Mom, I want to be a bodybuilder.
She wanted you to be girly.
Yes. And I said, no. And that moment, it's not bikini in that moment. It's just only woman's bodybuilder. And that time I started figuring something. And my mom, no, you will look like a man. No, I want to look like that. And I remember I started saving money and I buy the magazines and I put it in my wall and I say, I want to look like this. And when I think I was 15 years old, when I finished my high school, because normally in Venezuela, you finish your high school a little bit more younger than here. Yeah. I finished my high school when I was 15 years old. Oh, wow. So I supposed to be to go to the university. And I say to my mom, no, I don't want to go to the university. I want to be a bodybuilding. My mom, no, you are so young, whatever, blah, blah. And I started my dream. And I started going to the gym and everything because that would be my dream. I want to.
So were there many women in Venezuela at the gym at that time?
To be honest, no. No, I don't remember. Like, I was the first. Actually, I'm the first in my family that I go to the gym and everything. My mom always do diets and everything, but it's not the same as the first girl on that. And I remember all my family, Maria is crazy, what are you do? But this, I think it's something in my hair. Say, I want to be like that. I love my life.
You want to be a superhero?
Yeah, I want to be like a superhero. And for me, superhero is bodybuilding.
Well, in all honesty, when you look in the comic books, every superhero has muscles.
Yes, exactly. And I say, I want to look like that. I want to live like that. I love the type of life. I love that discipline. I'm so disciplined, and since I was kid, so and I want to look like that. I want to do this like for all of my life. And my mom, no, no, whatever, blah blah. And actually, it was really funny because I do my first show, I think almost 10 years ago in Venezuela, and I proud for my first show. And I was actually do my first show. I remember I started competing in figure when I was 17 years old. So, and because I tried to prepping for bikini, but my body is conditioned so much in that time for a bikini, and they say, no, Maria, you're a figure. Okay, let's do figure. And I remember my first show, I placed second in figure between all the girls. They have long years competing. And I say, okay. And I remember that day, a stage for me is not new because I was ballerina. I was in the stage. So, but I remember that day how I feeling when they call my number and my name. And it's not the same feeling when I was ballerina. So that feeling is, okay, I working for almost 2 years for be here in 30 seconds and show to the judges my work. And I remember that feeling. I say, I want that feeling for all of my life. And of course, I started competing. I was so young. My mom said, Maria, you need to go to university. I don't think that dream is the best for you. And I say, no, no. And I started going to university and everything. But I say in my head, no, I want to compete. I want to compete. And when I started understand the bodybuilding and everything, when I was 19, 20 years old, I told my mom, I go to the United States and do my dream. I want to be a professional. And I come here.
Did you have any relatives here? Or you just came here.
Just came here. And I just came here alone, with just 20 years old. And I say, I want to live my dream. I want to be a professional bodybuilding. And I want to be, because I remember in that time, I have the magazine. I remember I have India Polino, Jarishna. And I said, and I remember I see that picture. I said, oh man, I don't look like that. But one day I want to look like that. And I was so funny and so inspiring me because my dream since I was a kid, I don't know, it's in my hair. I probably one day I want to win the Olympia. So, but when I come here, of course, as immigrant and everything, you need to balance your life. And I was to start competing again here when I was 23 years old, something in 2019. I started doing my first show here, and I just be here, and I won my pro card in my third time.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Now, when you came here, did you know English or just like basic, or did you have to learn more of it when you got here?
I don't know anything English when I come here. So I start learning, I start working, and I start everything here. I just come here like I never actually, that's funny because all my family say, Marie's come back because I never work in my life. I live with my mom and everything is good for me in Venezuela, everything. I just come here because I told my mom, I go for my dream. I want to be professional and I want to, I know I can do this. And my mom say, okay, let's go. But all my family think Maria is come back because she don't want to work. It was a little difficult because, in that time, I don't have everything. We have only 3 opportunities for one, the pro card. North Americans, Arnold, Amateur, and Olympia. I don't have the same opportunities. Right. And I always believe in myself. I know, don't matter what, just keep pushing. You can do this.
So how long were you in the United States before you won at the North American?
To 20, like 3 years. Okay. 3 years. But my first, try for my pro card was Arnold Amateur 2020. And then that year in the pandemic, that's with the start pandemic. Right. And then they do the North American, and I know they told Maria, you can do North America. Okay, let's try.
The North American in the tent, right?
Yeah, and it's raining that day. It was Jesus, that's a hard.
We were so happy it didn't rain over the stage. If it was, there was some backstage and there was some in the back there, yes. But there was no audience, Yeah. But it was funny. All we were saying is, please don't rain on the stage.
Yes. It was that's a hard day. I remember, be careful with the tan and everything.
Yeah, my dad had this little shuttle van to go back and forth and everything.
Yeah, that's a really fun history to share because that's a really fun North Americans in 2020. Actually, since I got my first try for my pro card, I competing a lot when I was amateur. I competing a lot. I think probably And I chose because I told myself, okay, if you want to be a professional, if you want to be a competitor of a national stage for get your pro car, you need to learn. And I think I do 3 shows every 2 months when I was NPC my first year. And I was so pleasure to win my first place. And I won, I think, 6, 7 overalls when I was amateur.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And I just, because I want to learn. If I want to be competitive at the national level, I need to feel comfortable in the stage. I need to know, try different looks or whatever. And I remember actually for the North American 2020, was really fun because I come here, to be honest, just for getting the feedback to the judges and say, okay, what I need to improve. So what I need to do, that's why my first time in front of Sandy and all of the panel of the judges. And I was
So it's going to be kind of the same in Pittsburgh. Sandy will be there, and Ettela will be there, and
yeah, it does. To be honest, that's my expectation for the show. Give the feedback from the judges, and of course, I gotta be a tough competition, and that's what I like to do. We are bodybuilding. We are a professional. We are supposed to be with that.
Well, that's why I've always called it the pre-Olympia Olympia, because I mean, you've seen the shows over the years. I think I've stacked the different divisions pretty well. Like even last year, Tyler said that he thought that I did the best with the men's physique. But I mean, look at all the bikini competitors that come in. I mean, I had Pittsburgh being a comeback show for Janet, for India, everything. Yeah.
Yes, it was a prestigious show, and that's really honor for me. Between the of people, because I know all the girls I scare. No, that's really fun. That's inspired me, to be a better Maria, and show a better, performance and everything. And that's how to do the show. That's why we are bodybuilders, for getting the show to the people.
Well, the one thing I always say about Pittsburgh, and I'm talking about it, and people think because it's my dad's contest, but I always say the difference between Pittsburgh and a lot of the other contests is that everybody on the panel judges the Arnold and the Olympia. And I said, win or not, you get the critiques, because the ultimate goal is to not only be in the Olympia, but win the Olympia. And if you look at the history in the bikini division of everybody that has won the Pittsburgh Pro, and then how many went on to win the Olympia from there, it's pretty big number.
Yes, actually. And a first call out at Pittsburgh Pro can be really huge for you, because you compare with the best of the bodybuildings. And I think that's really important for the judges when they give you a feedback and you compare with the best people. That's a real feedback. I don't want to say no, the other one, but it's, because you compare with the top Olympians. And that's really amazing for me.
Well, for you get a little bonus because you get a rematch against Brittany.
Yes.
Because Brittany was first, she was second, and Charlotte. So.
Yes, she's amazing.
But not that amazing that you can't beat her.
I know, probably the people. Yes. I get something is really impressive to me. I can change my body so quick, and I remember last year, like from Charlotte to New York, my body changed so much, and I can't wait, because Charlotte from New York last year, it was only 3 weeks, and now I have 5 weeks, and I can't wait to show my improvement to the judges in the 4 weeks.
Right. And which is cool, because Tyler was down there head judging, and he'll see you here. So.
If I do the improvement or no. Yeah. It's enough or not.
Yeah, I mean, listen, everybody has to be on their game in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Yes, for sure. Everybody. I think everybody is presenting her best in the Pittsburgh, and I present my best of the Pittsburgh. And I just want to enjoy the show, because it's Pittsburgh Pro, and it's my first Pittsburgh Pro. So I want to enjoy the show. I want to enjoy the stage. I want to enjoy the people, because I know the people, the audience is a little bit more, fans of the bodybuilding. I want to enjoy that show.
Yeah, well, and like I had just told you, that we have this poster here from 1976 that Arnold Schwarzenegger actually guest posed on the stage that you're going to be competing on.
Yeah, I was so excited for that. So excited.
So history all around.
History, yes. And I'm excited too, because I don't know if I think I'm the first bikini from Venezuela to do the Pittsburgh Pro. I know Jacksenita won the Olympia, but she's a women's bodybuilding.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are, because we've had a lot of Brazilians win the Pittsburgh Pro.
Yeah, a lot of Brazilians and from the other countries, but from Venezuela, outside the Jacksenita, but she's other category.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, you can be making history all around.
Yes, yes. I'm making my own history because I come here with my dreams, and that's my dream since I was a kid. So everybody say, "Why you start? Why you start?" Because I don't know, it's in my hair. I want to be a bodybuilder. I enjoy. I always told the people, you know, eating clean, do my exercise, do whatever I need to do. Like it's not a sacrifice for me. Actually, I really enjoy. And actually, when the judges give my feedback, I say, "That's the feedback. I need to work." So that's the most beautiful about the bodybuilding. Improve your physique, and that's help to improve your mindset.
Okay, so the question I have is that now that you've been successful, what does your mom say?
She's so proud. She's so proud. Now when she go to my first pro show, she cry. She say, "Maria, you did it." Yeah, and I told her, "I told you, I want to did it." And I remember when I come here, Maria is not doing anything. Actually, a lot of people told Maria, "You never won overall because you are so small." And I say, and the small girls never won overall. The people told me down the gym. And I told, I don't know, but I believe in myself. I can do that. And I won almost 7 overalls as an NPC. So I think everybody is possible if you believe in you.
Right. I mean, listen, there's no height category in bikini.
Yeah.
It's the best physique on stage.
Yeah.
No matter how tall or short you are.
Yeah, it's the best physique and how you present to the judges that day. And I think, in my opinion, is how you can give your vibe to the judges too. It's really important. Yeah.
Well, this is a great story. I love this. This is fantastic. So where do you train? Or do you use a lot of gyms?
Yes, I try in the Crush It Gym. Actually, they are one of the owner of my sponsors. My sponsor is for Arms Race Nutrition. This really good gym is a bodybuilding gym. Actually, I love that gym because I always be alone, and it's so nice to train in your zone and you don't getting a lot of people around you.
And it's located where?
Charlotte, North Carolina. Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So speaking of sponsors and things like that, do you want to give a shout out to anybody while you're here?
Well, yeah, shout out to my sponsors, Arms Race Nutrition, so Maria Romero Bikinis, and of course, my coach, Jamie DeBernard. She's amazing. And of course, my husband, he's my biggest fan and support.
Okay, good. So I'm looking forward to seeing you on the Pittsburgh stage. I know we talked at the seminar about it, and of course, I'm always trying to get people to do the Pittsburgh. And, but I always tell people, listen, I'm not going to approach you and ask you to do the Pittsburgh Pro if I don't think that you're ready for it. Yeah. Okay? Because you do have to be ready for it. I mean, Pittsburgh and New York Pro back to back every year. I mean, 2 of the top 5 contests in all of the IFBB Pro League. I mean, you have to be on your game.
Yes, and I think I do New York Pro last year. I love it.
I know.
and I do this year too. So, and I'm so happy too because now Pittsburgh is just 1 day, not 2 days. Yes. You don't need to pick for 2 days, just 1 day. It's a little bit more easy. We have more, a little bit more time for rest the body and get to the New York the next week.
Well, you can thank a lot of the previous competitors. Feedback was one of the things is, can we do it on 1 day? Because you would have to do makeup and hair twice. You get the tanning, glazing, everything, glue your suit in twice. So it's previous competitors. And so it just goes to show that my father does listen.
Yeah. And that's really, I don't know if you remember, but Arnold Amateur Bikini, when I do in 2020, was pre-judging on Thursday and final, they are Saturday. And I remember that when you are not place top 5, you need to still doing the finals. Yeah. That's really hard. So, of course, you can pick it, but it's really hard and tough, makeup, everything, so tanning, everything. So it's a little bit tired.
Good. Well, listen, I'm looking forward to seeing you compete. And those of you who want to see Maria compete in the Pittsburgh Pro, get yourself to Pittsburgh May 10th, because the 11th, she won't be on stage.
Yes, I'll be there.
Yeah. 11th will be the guest posers and things like that. But if you can't get there, we're going to have the live stream. You can watch there. But it's more fun in person.
Yes, it's totally different in person. I hopefully you guys can be there because it's an amazing show and you have a guest poser, amazing. So the open bodybuilding, you can show that day.
Yeah. All right. So J.M. Manion.
Maria Acosta.
Signing out for NBCNewsOnline.com. We hope to see you in Pittsburgh.